Hello, Paul Kuzno, your transformational leader from Sound of Prana. I'm going to teach you on how to build your conscious business, and we're going to focus on the very first step that you need to take, which is your vision. So what is the vision step, right? And why is that so important? Well, the vision will determine the course of every single action that you take to bring your conscious idea into the world. And this will define your conscious business. So there's three key components that you want to be taking a look at and that you need to consider when developing your vision. So the first one is, what do you love to do, right? So what you love to do means that when you're doing this activity, you go almost in a timeless vortex of some sort. So it feels like time stretches into infinity. So think of those activities in your life that it really doesn't feel like work. It might be tied to a hobby that you have, like painting. It might be having to do with photography. For some other people, it can be designing different strategies, different maps. Perhaps you like engaging with people in social context, raising funds for different causes. But it doesn't really matter what that is, but it's something that when you're doing it, you lose yourself in it, in a good way. And then the second thing that you want to do is consider what is it that is your purpose in the world. And purpose is a really big word. What does that actually mean? Well, purpose is the change that you want to be making. So here is the delta symbol, which is the difference, the impact. So how does the world look like if you make your energy impacted? If you interact with the world, and what does the world look like if you wouldn't be doing any single thing? So I'll take this, and this is like the world, and then let's bring it much closer, and this is your neighborhood, and that you actually love doing campaigns to raise funds for good causes. Well then, what causes are dear to your heart? How could you have an impact on your neighborhood, if that's the scale that you're looking at, that will make it so that it's different? Now, I'll use a specific example. I met someone that is raising funds to help families in the national capital area of Ottawa in Canada. And with the funds that he's raising, he's going to be acquiring different things for their education, for food, for lodging, like different types of things like that. And his goal is really to change the life of these people, one family at a time. And then what's really cool is he's going to be producing videos and sharing that to the world. So his business, actually, I'll mention it here, it's called Ha Ha World, and you can check that out if you want. But the difference that he's making in the world is having families that have access to their vital needs and that they are met, and that they also have access to education so that they can have better and improved life. So you can see how having a family now that has clothing, that has education, that has, the food that they need, and all of those basic needs met, will have a tangible impact in the world and in his community. So this is his purpose. And if he wasn't doing it, then that wouldn't actually be happening. And that's why it's tied to a conscious business. Now, your purpose can have several different angles. It doesn't have to be this one in specific, and it doesn't have to be with not-for-profit. You can contact me if you want to talk about your purpose specifically for your context, right? And then the third one is, what are your strengths? And your strengths are your competitive advantage, right? What will be the differentiator between you and everyone else that are trying to do that? And your strengths are tied to things that you can do with a lot of ease. That means that you don't have to struggle too much to make that happen. So now if I'm going back to that example with the family as well as the fundraising, Well, if that person's strength is to get donors to contribute to this cause, and he's able to engage in meaningful discussions, and he's also producing videos so that these family, the people that are contributing, know what happens with the funds, then his strength in here is most likely to convey a message of a charitable cause as well as the outcome of that. So that's part of his strength. Now, it would be much more specific in the sense that he's using video, he's going to be engaging in discussions, he might be able to produce different types of written content to convince people. So his strengths could be tied to any of those areas, and that can be very specific. But for you, what is it that makes you better than all of the competition? Because what is your special strength is most likely not the strength of everyone else in your field. And that means that maybe every time you spend 1 hour doing that, other people might take 3 or 4 hours. And this is what's going to make you very special and unique, and how you're going to be able to have maximum results. And then this leads to having an actual business model that is viable. Because if you are more efficient than your competitors, then you're much more likely to succeed. Now, your strengths can have things like analysis. Maybe you're extremely good at analyzing data and information. How could you leverage that skill to accomplish your purpose, right, and making a big impact in the world, and then with that, doing something that you actually love doing, so that you enjoy your time, and that you want to be working on your business model, working on your business every single chance that you have, because it's something that you love. So this was the first step on how to create your conscious business. And the first step is all about creating your vision. So if you want to know more about how to create your conscious business, developing your vision, as well as getting clarity on the next steps that you need to take to bring your fantastic idea to life, as well as doing it in a way that's like really fun and efficient, then check out the website www.soundofprana.ca, and you're going to have access to loads of contents there. Videos, articles, as well as regular challenges that are posted. Just check it out and you'll have all the tools that you need at soundofprana.ca. Okay, so check it out here and let me know what you think. Get my contact information on the website and I'll stay in touch with you.